Good evening, everybody. It is 23 minutes past midnight. My name is Michael Kubera. Welcome to the month of March, where Bitcoin has hit phenomenal highs of under $10,000, or actually lows. So a lot of people are freaking out. Let's chat about that. Let's have a chill sesh today, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and hopefully we can calm you guys a little bit, because I'm sure some people are freaking out right now. The previous videos have been discussing about Mt. Gox's sell-off, the SEC a little bit. The next video on Avi is talking about Steven Seagal's ICO promotion, which was a little bit interesting. Guys, whenever a celebrity endorses an ICO, that doesn't mean absolute crap. Chances are that's most likely even a scam as well. Now, whenever you're looking at an ICO or an altcoin or even Bitcoin, make sure you're doing your full research. This week, I actually went out with the person who I'm renting my house from, and he was interested in cryptocurrencies recently. And whenever somebody asks me about that, I'm just like, I light up. I'm like, hey, let me introduce you to this revolutionary new technology, da-da-da-da-da. And I don't know, there's a lot of interesting things to chat about, but you don't know where to begin first. So recently, I know Mike Maloney is totally and completely biased. I mean, he was the guy who was pumping and dumping gold for years and silver and all that. However, I watched one of his videos about from blockchain to hash graph, and I know there's a very controversial opinion between blockchain and hash graph, and I'll eventually make a video about hash graph once I better understand it, because at the current moment, I'm still researching it. But the first 10 to 15 minutes were actually a pretty good explanation of his thoughts about blockchain technology. And I realized that there's a lot of information that is leading to people just not understanding what this is yet. And they buy something that, you know, maybe they heard about it in November, they decided to purchase it in December. And there's a lot of new money coming in from the very last couple of months. Then they saw this bear market come in, and they're like, oh my God, I lost like 20%, 30%, 50%. I mean, the markets look a little bit better right now, but these people are refreshing coin market cap every, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And about 6 or 7 hours ago, I was on a call with a bud, and we were just discussing how the entire markets were red. Now, there was 5 cryptocurrencies out of the thousands that coin market cap has listed. 5 cryptocurrencies were in the green. Only one was above 5% increase. And every single one of those 5 over the 7 days was on a negative. This is normal. It's absolutely normal for something that has extreme volatilities of a couple thousand%. So welcome to cryptocurrencies. If you're new, grab onto your seatbelt and strap in, because these next couple of months will be rough, most likely, but there is a chance that everything can turn out extremely well. So let's read some of the comments. How to claim that $5. You're most likely referring to TravelBlock's $5. So quick explanation. We're most likely heading to South Korea pretty soon, and all you need to do, join our Telegram, wait in there until the ICO is finished. Then the token distribution will happen for the investors, for the influencers, and for the people participating in the Telegram. Super easy. So that's that. Is Bitcoin really worth it? It is becoming cheap and crappy to me recently. Everybody's got thoughts about Bitcoin. I've got my own opinions about it. And it is the original cryptocurrency. I mean, it's doing just fine. A lot of people are still profiting off of it, because you have to realize the people who've invested in 2013 and 14 and 15, and for example, Mike Maloney, he bought Bitcoin at $600. Does Mike care that, oh no, Bitcoin hit $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000? No, he does not, because he's still at 10x profit. And a lot of these guys that are selling off, for example, Kobayashi right now, to pay off the Mt. Gox debts, sure, he sold $400 million worth of Bitcoin over the past couple of months. That was not one sale. It was multiple sales, 6,000 Bitcoin, 6,000 Bitcoin, 8,000 Bitcoin, 9,000 Bitcoin. It averaged out to over $10,000 price point. Now, it wasn't at the peak of $20,000. Oh, no. But he's still paying off the people who originally were hurt from Mt. Gox. Most likely he's going to do that, hopefully. I don't know how that's going to be. Mt. Gox was sketchy. However, he's going to pay them off. Plus, he's going to still have profit that he's going to be able to go into multiple other projects with. So a lot of these whales, they're selling off, and most likely what they're going to do is purchase Bitcoin yet again because they got profit. Now they have more money to work with. And you see these billionaires, they're not selling off these giant wallets full of Bitcoin. Kobayashi, sure, he sold $400 million worth of Bitcoin, but that's nothing. He's sitting on what, 1.6, $1.7 billion? Like, it's a small fraction of what he's got. And that's what he's reporting. I don't know, maybe there's even more, but whatever. Let's just go with what is. So in terms of the SEC, regulation isn't a bad thing necessarily. It's a bad thing for scammers, for a lot of the people who are freaking out. They're investing into these horrible ICOs that are just ideas. There's nothing to their name. You know, it's a crap team, or this team that's virtual. You got virtual offices. It's like Profitable Morrows. It's like the next BitConnect. BitConnect, it literally turned into a meme. You had PewDiePie, the largest YouTuber, talk about BitConnect. That actually surprised me. You got Hee Productions, all these people laughing at BitConnect, which is unfortunate for those people who lost money, but that was just a bad representation of the blockchain community. But hey, I mean, that's what happens when you lose $2 billion. There's BitConnect, there was Laser Online, there was Control Finance, there was Hexabot, there was Chain Group. There's such a long list of these scams last year, and there's even more coming out this year. And the people who lost from last year's scams hopefully have learned something from it, but they're continuing to invest. However, right now we're at a pinnacle where slowly there's less and less of these companies that will be able to come out as there's more regulation. Currently, it's still not at that point, but it's just about to get there. Now, the SEC doesn't mean much because US isn't really a big player in cryptocurrency. Sure, there's billions of dollars to work with, but you're talking about the real players are Asia, South Korea, Japan. Even with China's ban, there's still plenty of millionaires out there who are throwing in a lot of money. India, Indonesia, Singapore, all that stuff. I heard you lost your fortune. In the hash, yeah. So I was actually looking at it the other day. I was like, wow, it'd be really cool to buy a Nissan GTR or an Audi R8 or, you know, one of those cool cars, right? So the only car I've ever owned in my entire life was a 1999 Dodge minivan, which I bought for $900. I used it for like 3 days when I ran away from my house, and that's it. It was like an adventure. So I don't even count that as my first car, just because I literally let it go. And I'm waiting. I'm saving up for a car. I don't want to drive a crap car, but I might. Just we'll see what happens. And I was looking at Nissan GTRs, Aston Martins, Audi R8s, and I was like, wow, I could have bought that. I literally could have sold my tokens, 60 grand, 70 grand, 100 grand worth, because 60 grand, 65 grand around there was just in the hash. Then we had Steemit. Steemit is 1/3 of the value it was 2 months ago. Ethereum, I mean, we saw Ethereum peak at $1,350 or $1,400, where there's another aspect to this. If you convert all your altcoins into Ethereum or Bitcoin, the main two cryptocurrencies, you're able to sell them for an additional 10 to 15%. If you use like local Bitcoins or Paxful, or you meet up with people in real life off of forums or whatever it is, and you're talking about a lot of money just disappearing, right? It's a fraction of that. Now, call me crazy. Call me crazy. I don't have a car. I bought more. I bought more. And the way I view it, it's Lambo or homeless. I don't care, whatever. Now, worst case scenario, I'm not going to go homeless. This is my insurance right here. So if anything happens, I'm living in a country where the average person makes $17,000 a year. I'm just fine. My rent costs $1,200. So worst case scenario, I sell my watch and we're fine for the next year. But yeah, I lost $100,000. So yeah, it's one of those things. But I'm also participating in projects that if they do well, I'm going to be gaining a couple $100,000 over the next 2-3 months. So whatever. Part of the game. EOS sucking rocks right now. EOS. Let's see. Where's EOS? I actually hit a point where I wanted to mention this in my $100,000. Oh no, EOS is at $6. I sold all my EOS at $7 something. And I was in profit because I bought most of my EOS at $3, $4, and $6. There was some bought at $12, but it wasn't a lot. And I profited, but it hurt me a lot because I had to sell all my EOS. I sold my NEO, Sorry for going off track. Thoughts on Encash? Thank you for the $2. I don't know what Encash is. I'm sorry. There's a lot of ICOs out there. There's a lot of altcoins, and I'm not able to focus on a lot of them right now just because I'm advising currently ICOs, and that's taking a lot of my time. So in the summertime, I'll be able to look at a lot more projects, but I don't have any thoughts on Encash just because I don't know what it is. And even if I did research, I'd have to really understand it to figure out what's going on. But I remember talking to you when you were up. You were so happy. You can see the change. Keep your head up. Yeah, I mean, it does take a toll on you, but there's another thing. When you're in this space, sure, you get emotional. Of course, I'm not going to lie, right? You're going to get upset. You're going to be like, no, I wish I could buy a Rolex. 100 grand lost, right? And it sucks. It really hurts. But what are you going to do about it? You just keep going forward. You're hoping for a better future. You're invested into this because you believe into the technology. There's a lot of people that are frustrating me that are fudding. You know, there's a lot of people who are longtime believers who are like, oh no, this time it's dead. I still believe in the products. I believe in these tokens. I think everything's going to be just fine. But even worst case scenario, if it's not, there's money regardless of where you go into. If cryptocurrencies were to fail right now, it doesn't matter. I still have assets. I have assets in terms of blogs, in terms of YouTube channels. And sure, I'm not going to be able to live the same lifestyle that I am currently, but I live in a cheaper country and there's money, there's opportunity wherever you look. It all depends on what you're willing to sacrifice. So even if the markets were to turn into absolute crap, which we have to look at stocks as well, Bitcoin and a lot of these cryptocurrencies outperformed stocks, and stocks had a horrible month in January and February. And I also did start participating in stocks a little bit, but you don't see the 10x returns. So regardless of what's going to happen, things are going to be just fine. But I'm looking at a lot of these new players into the market, and it's only upsetting to me because whenever I try to introduce people to it, they see like, oh no, I can't make 10x returns anymore in a month. Sure, maybe not, but you should be looking at the next 5 years instead of the next 6 months. That's where the money's going to come in. It's 30 a.m. Go home and sleep. Actually, my sleeping schedule is so strange because sometimes I go to sleep at 4 in the morning. Sometimes I go to sleep at like 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. or I don't really have a sleep schedule. What's up, fam? Dark day, but we'll bounce back. It's a dark day, but you also have to understand that there's actually a lot of opportunities right now to make money. I'm not saying invest, but I'm looking at in terms of jobs, in terms of opportunities in the market for, you know, ICOs, for mining companies, for companies that are supplying the equipment, the services to a lot of these newbies. There's a lot of developers that are needed. There's a lot of advisors that are needed. There's quite an overwhelming amount of marketers that are flooding the. I'm getting to a point where being an ICO advisor, you see so much crap out there. You see a lot of marketers that try and come up to you and they're like, listen, I like your product, I like your service, but here, let me throw you this horrible sales pitch of why you need my marketing service for $6,000, only $6,000, woo! And after you hear about 100 of those, you're just like, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care. But we'll see what happens. In terms of the current project that I'm working with, I'm super excited though. You may not see it on my face, but there's going to be a couple big YouTubers that are mentioning our project pretty soon. So, but you look amazing, by the way. Thank you. Can you give me an online job? I actually don't hire people because everything I'm able to do is through this computer. So if you're looking to make money, the best thing you can do is sell information. Learn about something and then sell information. Be a consultant, be an advisor, have a laptop, be absolutely mobile. If I really wanted to, I could go to China today. I could go to Chicago today or Antarctica. Or Antarctica wouldn't have internet. But somewhere, as long as there's internet, it doesn't even have to be high speed. Although in my personal perspective, I prefer high speed internet. But as long as you have internet, a computer, some way of earning that money where, you know, you're uploading to a YouTube channel, you're uploading to a blog, you create a website, whatever it is, you're going to be just fine. You have freedom where a lot of these people, they're stuck working 9-to-5 jobs. Would you rather be a part of something extremely volatile, gets people super emotional? There's so many news events going on, but with that, sure, there's a lot of risk, but there's also a lot a lot of opportunity for success. Would you rather be a part of this or something that literally doesn't excite you at all? You're just coming in every single day and you're typing along on your computer and you're like, I hate my life, I hate my job, I hate my wife, da 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 da. If it was me, which it is me, I'd choose the first option, never the 9 to 5. Screw that. Sell your bags now. I actually sold all my altcoins to pay for my bills. And I learned the hard way. I'm going to admit, I learned the hard way. I was spending a little too much cash. I was going too much shopping, and the markets turned bearish. I didn't save as much money as I thought I would. So now I can't go shopping every single day anymore. Shucks. Sucks. But I sold my cryptos, or a portion of my cryptos, which hurt, to pay off my bills. And we're good. We're not going to be in debt anymore. But it really hurts because I know the potential of these cryptos. So whatever new checks are coming in, I just want to be paid in crypto. I want to purchase more crypto. I want to diversify. I want to get back into NEO. I want to get back into EOS. I want to get back into Ripple. Ripple's got some interesting developments where there's 60 or 70 banks, again, that will be trying to use Ripple's technology in an upcoming application. And overall, what we're looking at is just another part of the crypto world where, okay, sure, a lot of people will be freaking out. But long term, even if this is a bubble, even if everything's going to go to absolute crap, there's always going to be a couple players that rise above the rest. Now, it's a small percentage, a small fraction of people that will make a lot of money, but I rather take that risk because it's exciting to me. And to me, honestly, it seems easier. I don't really know how to cook. I'm not the best with going out on dates. I'm not an amazing people person, but for me, it seems easy to look and study something that you like, or at least it interests you. You sit a couple months in it, you sacrifice your family or relationships, whatever else is out there. You literally just focus on this. You're obsessed with it because after a couple months, you fall absolutely in love with it. You get a couple chances to make money, and then boom. And if there are some bad moments, there's always going to be bad moments. If there wasn't bad moments, there wasn't going to be ever any movement to bring those new people in. The only interesting thing, though, I was looking in Ian Bellina's crypto group the other day, Crypto Money Team, and there was a couple people fudding in there. And I started looking into it because some of these guys have made millions of dollars, right? And I was like, huh, that's strange to see a millionaire fudding. It wasn't Ian Bellina or any of his guys, but just a couple people who were in the group. And I was just observing what's going on there. And some of these guys had some really good arguments, but a lot of the fear isn't so much with Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's more so for the fact that there's now over 100 ICOs every single month that are just based off of Ethereum blockchain alone. And a lot of these ICO projects don't really go anywhere. They fail. But even when we look at those statistics from last year in 2017, I don't know the exact facts because there was multiple sources. One was saying 46%, one was saying 57%, whatever. Let's just say it's an average of 50%, right? An average of 50%, half the ICO projects fail, or maybe just a little bit over half the ICO projects fail out there. That is still better than around 90% of startups in general failing. Startups are extremely risky because you don't know what's going to happen. It's just an idea. It's just a team. You need a dedicated team. Maybe some people are going to leave. And usually the best people, the best developers, the best marketers, they go on to the next project because if the money doesn't come quick enough, they go on to another better project, at least better in their eyes. So that's why, startups fail. There's some leadership problems. There's some interesting. What watch does he have? It's a Rolex Submariner. Absolutely fantastic. But they didn't have a deep sea. That's what I really want. Like, I don't care about the fancy Patek Philippe's, or although a classic Patek Philippe from the 1960s would be beautiful, I care more about like stuff that's rugged. Because I hit this a lot on a lot of stupid stuff. It's got scratches and it hurts, right? But if I was wearing like a solid gold watch and I scratched that, I'd be like, ah! Well, this, like, it's going to be fine. Like, you polish it out, whatever. And also, I love swimming. So I believe the failure rate is exactly 58% right now. Oh, hey, naughty investor. Thanks for participating in Travel Block, by the way. No, but let's check out your channel. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm excited. There's a lot of new crypto YouTubers coming into the scene. There's some people from other niches that are going into it. And there's two niches, regardless of what happens, cryptocurrencies and influencers. We look at both of these industries. They're absolutely overpriced, right? Absolutely overpriced. And they're combining together. 2018 is the year of the influencers. There's definitely going to be more and more people coming out. You're telling me you're not getting I'm not able to talk about that, Tom Top. And yeah. Oh man. Why do they all need their own coin? Just use the main coins and edit the blockchain. Yeah, a lot of these token ICOs, they're just coming out and they're becoming greedy. Like that one with Steven Seagal. They're trying to raise $250 million. When I was in Dallas, I was talking with some oil guys. Their minimum, not their minimum, their soft cap was $100 million. Soft cap, $100 million. That's what they were trying to raise. And for their hard cap, it was like $1 billion or half a billion or something crazy like that. There are some interesting companies that are going into the scene, though. Alibaba, there's been some rumors. There's been some rumors with Starbucks. I think Starbucks would be kind of cool, in my personal opinion. Maybe that's because I'm a Starbucks fanboy and I go for coffee every week. And I know it's overpriced, but it's my small bit of America that I get to keep. Also, it's literally downstairs. So how's your crypto kitties doing? You know what's funny? I had crypto celebrities reach out to me. They wanted me to do an ICO sponsorship, and I didn't respond in time. Like I didn't care about it, and I didn't see it truthfully for like a week. And I was like, this is probably not going to go anywhere. And then boom, another couple $1 million came into that project. And I was like, wow, that's silly. That's crazy. Crypto kitties, crypto celebrities. And then there was like crypto, whatever. I'm live streaming this, so I'll make money off of Kubera. You know what's funny? The YouTube Adpocalypse 3.0. That's inspiring even more people to go off the grid. So, dang nabbit, Coinbase is taking $1 off my Bitcoin. The Bitcoin fees are the lowest, maybe not with Coinbase, but they're around the lowest for quite some time. I don't know if they're the lowest today. I mean, they were the lowest like a week or two ago. And there wasn't a lot of people using Bitcoin. There was only like 192,000 transactions for around there, 180,000 transactions, somewhere around there, 180, 190,000 transactions, which was nothing compared to going to be a couple of others. Going to be sad if it doesn't go up. Well, that's the thing. You shouldn't care. Like for me at this point, my strategy is instead of going to CoinMarketCap and refreshing the page like every 50 minutes, although actually that's not a bad strategy because it depends on what you're doing. It's not a bad strategy if you're studying literally the website that you're visiting. Because as an entrepreneur, as a business person, every single time I load up CoinMarketCap, I start thinking about how much CoinMarketCap is earning. That top advertisement, $50,000 per day. Now the bottom advertisement, like $25,000. This advertisement on the side banner, that's like another $25,000. And they have multiple companies. So these guys are earning millions of dollars every single day. And these guys went from like a top 10,000 website on Alexa ranking to the top 100 websites in the entire world, right? So CoinMarketCap's absolutely killing it. But if you're not looking at it from a business perspective and you're like, oh no, my coins are going down, like you're only going to get depressed. Okay. So in my personal opinion, start looking at it this way in terms of not in terms of the US dollar value, but in terms of how much crypto you're getting. If it's a solid crypto that you believe in, for example, me, I know Steemit's not going to be the next best thing, but I believe that Steemit's going to be all right. Like we have more and more YouTubers and influencers going on Steemit. I got Minnow Booster making me more and more Steem. It's not a lot. I don't have to do much effort. It's just chilling. It's making a little bit more Steem. And when I have more cash, I'll put a little bit more into Steemit. So I make an extra $1 or $2 per day. Maybe it's not a lot, but hey, that extra $1 in terms of exponential growth, it eventually grows to $10, $100, whatever. So, and then you diversify. Is it a good idea to be a day-to-day trader? My personal opinion, no. You'd want to rip your hair out because it's stressful. I think it'd be much easier to be a day trader with Forex or stocks. But there was an interesting channel yesterday that I found, Philicone. If you guys want to look at this, he's an interesting dude from Canada. He does technical analysis on Bitcoin and all these altcoins. Phil, spelled normally Philakone. I've never heard about this guy before. It seems like he doesn't really know how to market, but then again, he's got an interesting strategy. He's got 53,000 subscribers, like 15,000 views, 1,000 views live whenever he live streams. And he doesn't really do like these crazy thumbnails. Maybe he does some SEO stuff, but not really anything graphics wise. And then we got another channel called like Haijin Lee. Like these guys don't care about marketing at all. Like this guy literally has no playlists, no when you visit his channel, there's no background, nothing. But they get a lot of views. They go fully out in depth in terms of technical analyses. I don't really understand it that much. I only know that, oh, there's some candles, here we go. I have no idea what some of these rules are. I can't even go into it really. So whenever I like something, I invest in it and then I hold on to it for a couple months, unless it does absolute crap. In my personal opinion right now, hopefully IndaHash goes up. I'm not too worried though, because IndaHash's buyback program should be happening this month. So we'll see. I never sell unless a dire need for fiat comes up. Yeah. So the only reason I'm selling right now is to pay my bills. And that's because I can't pay my rent. Maybe in the future I can pay my rent in crypto, but I need cash. I need dollars for rent, for both my house, my office, and to pay my bills for shopping. So anything from groceries to restaurants to extra technologies. Sometimes I gift people, so stuff like that. But hopefully in the future I'm able to use my cryptos more. What do you think about Ripple, by the way? We hear a lot about her these days. Yeah, it was kind of funny how Coinbase trolled Ripple and they're just like, you know what? We're not listing Ripple. We're not listing any altcoins anytime soon. A little sad, right? I hear Mike is a psychic. I hear I'm not, because if I was a psychic, I'd be a millionaire in 2016, right? What's your opinion on the Bitcoin price? Will it ever go back to 17,000 or more? My opinion doesn't mean much. Take it for what you will, but I'm a firm believer that Ethereum and Bitcoin will bounce back up. There's just too much money. There's too much involvement in terms of companies, in terms of jobs, in terms of people, investors who are interested in it. They still don't fully understand it. They're researching it a little bit more. There's a lot of conferences happening this year. There was the Paris one where Vitalik went. That was last week. There was the Dallas one. There was one in Dubai. There's going to be another one in Dubai. There's one in Singapore. There's one happening in Japan, Satoshi Vision, in like 2 weeks. There's one happening in Hong Kong. There's literally like a different conference every single day around the world. Now, most of them are super small, but an important conference happens about every week or two. And usually for these conferences, you got a couple hundred important people showing up. Now, out of that, maybe only a couple people have, $10 million or more. But still, when you have multiple people who have over $1 billion who are interested positively in Bitcoin and blockchain technology and, ICOs, I think it's going to be just fine. Like, hey, you got to look at, why did Warren Buffett make a lot of money? Now, Warren Buffett may be against Bitcoin, but whatever. Warren doesn't care anymore. He's got $80 billion. Warren Buffett made a lot of money from corporate takeovers, adding to his portfolio, diversifying, and buying when a lot of people were selling. There's a lot of money when everybody else is freaking out, because everybody in crypto, especially crypto, it's like a sheep, right? So whenever one person sells, you hear a rumor, you hear a story, oh no, the market's going down. Yeah, well, that's when a couple good opportunists will find, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's place a limit order for $50 underneath, and then it gets filled, and then they sit on it for the next couple of weeks. You're going to be just fine. Worst case scenario, it's okay, guys. It's okay. I have myself a sleeping bag. I'm ready to become homeless, so. Do you hodl any Hush, bro? Hush. I have no coin. I mean, I have no idea what Hush is. Apparently, it's all been done before in stock markets and will happen again. Hello from Deep Onion. Hello. Deep Onion has reached out to me. I actually want to look more into them. I think it's going to be cool. Like out of a lot of projects, I'm interested in Deep Onion just because of the idea and just because I like Tor and, Darknet and all that stuff. But I think they're improving their strategy a little bit. but they still got a lot of work to do. But hey, that's with any good project. And the video I made a couple months back, some people were asking me about that recently. Oh, Deep Onion was at $10 or $15 or whatever it was, right? What's your opinions on that? Well, my opinion still remains the same. Like, the marketing strategy from a couple months ago sucked. When you spam in your product, it just doesn't look good. So I really like the fact that some people reached out to me and they're like, listen, we're sorry. This doesn't represent the whole community. I get it. So what's the max you think this year? Till I get a job, I'm just going to dump bits of money for the hell of it. I wouldn't. I mean, that's a good thing that you're planning on getting a job, but I wouldn't really dump money into it at all unless you have a low risk income funding this high risk income. Like, look at me. Worst case scenario, if I lose all my money in cryptocurrencies, what's going to happen? I go on credit for the next month. Whoop-de-doo, I still have a source, which are my 2 YouTube channels. Those are assets. I also have a hat company, which I can sell for a couple $1,000s, or I can, worst case scenario, I have ways of making a couple $1,000s. It's not going to be a problem for me. Now, if I didn't have anything, if I was only investing in cryptocurrencies and the markets turned absolute crap and I had no job, I didn't really have a good resume, I wasn't making connections, then yeah, I'd be screwed. So the best thing you can do, find a low-risk business. Now, if it's related with cryptocurrencies, that's cool. Maybe you're going to be a developer for a company. Maybe you're going to be, I don't know, apprentice or some intern for the next Bitcoin ATM company or whatever it is, right? There's a lot of really cool companies going out. Why would anybody sell at a loss? Crazy. Why would anybody sell at a loss? Opportunity cost. There's a lot of different aspects you can look into, right? Because let's say you sell, I don't know, EOS, for example. You bought at $9, you sold at $6. Oh no, you lost 33% of your money, right? Well, maybe you sold because you saw an opportunity in NEO. Doesn't have to be insider trading, but you just saw that, hey, I really strongly believe in NEO, that something's going to happen over the next week. You saw a tweet or something, and then boom, you double your money right then and there. Was that a stupid decision to sell your EOS? No, because of opportunity cost. If you didn't sell your EOS, even if EOS went to $9 or $10 or $12, you wouldn't have doubled your money as you did with NEO. Now, those were just examples. There's nothing really happening with NEO or EOS at the moment. So I'm following since the Avi times. Well, cheers. I'm excited that Avi's got a new intro and outro. Greetings from Berlin. What are you doing up at 1 in the morning? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Right. I'll just skip that comment. I hope one day my 36.9 Ripple goes to like $500 per coin. Hopefully. I'm not going to really comment about that. I'm just going to be like, woo! Litecoin, $500 plus in the next 12 months, I'm thinking. Maybe $800. Yeah, Litecoin had a little bit of a small setback there whenever they were planning to launch. What was it? That Litecoin debit card or something? And that was a complete failure. But Charlie Lee stated, hey, it's a small setback, but it's looking really good for the main future. You lose the battle, but you didn't lose the war, right? The market cap for everything is at, let's refresh everything, just see where it went. Actually, Bitcoin went up $200 since I started a live stream. That's interesting. Ethereum's up at $730, which is actually kind of funny, right? So for Travel Block, personally, it's a lot more money than I'm usually used to dealing with. And I'm not dealing with the money. It's not in my hands. But I'm looking at the Ether wallets, and it's really strange to see, oh no, you lost $30,000, $40,000 just because Ethereum went down from like $800 to like $700. So like, oh, $650, oh, then you're losing 10 grand, 5 grand, 10, 15, whatever, right? So I'm actually kind of excited to see it go back up a little bit. Now, I predicted that in my own mind that Ethereum and all these coins will have a setback. And I was kind of excited to be doing an ICO right now, because if you collect money right now and Ethereum goes back up in the summertime, you literally just doubled your money. Now, that sucks for the people who invested, but there's a 50-50 chance. It could go one way, it could go the other. Maybe Ethereum's going to be $500. Then you're screwed. But if it goes the other way, hopefully, then we're making good cash. So I guess that's that. I got a small video coming up pretty soon about Kubera coin. That's a small little update. Oh, little Chihuahua man, thanks for that $5. I can't find your comment. Let's see, where's the comment? Dog lover. Cheers. Shilling your failing bags, bro. Shilling your failing bags. No, not so much. I mean, I'm not a shiller. Maybe I am. I don't know. I think a lot of YouTubers are plants, are shillers. And really, I mean, is it such a bad thing to be promoting something that you're getting paid for, but you also kind of believe in? Like, I know that sounds a little bit strange, but for most projects, I don't think everybody's going like, yeah, woo, cha-ching, cha-ching. There's a lot of emails that I receive, and I'm a super small channel. I don't want to be big. I don't want to be competing against these other guys. But even so, I get a lot of emails, and there's some that just ring such a red flag, like these Indian projects that are so sketchy, you just don't understand everything. A real shiller would go with anything, right? A hole's a hole, a project's a project, Ethereum's Ethereum. There's some projects that, I don't know, man, like, I want to do it with a gun pointed to my head. You look okay. You sure you lose money? You know what that just reminded me of? 50 Cent. Oh, I didn't make any money off of selling my Bitcoins. Tax season's coming up, guys. Oh no, we lost all our money. Oh no, tax season's coming up. Yeah, totally didn't make any money this year, IRS. No money whatsoever. 50 Cent, yeah, whoops. I misplaced my $700,000. Hey, Mr. Kubera, how is going Travel Block? How's Travel Block doing? It's doing good. We're most likely heading out to Asia pretty soon. So I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. But that's normal. Before every conference, you get nervous but excited. The thing I learned most about cryptocurrencies over the past couple of weeks, a lot of people BS. They'll say, oh yeah, I'm going to invest 500 Ethereum, but they're not the decision makers. So it's interesting when you see a lot of these people who want to join your project, but when it comes to actually doing something, they're gone, they disappear. So you get to a point where you stop being super emotional. You don't really care whether there's a good thing or a bad thing happening. You're just like, whatever, it is what it is. So you keep going forward, you know? Same with my YouTube channel. Whenever there's some emails coming in, I do not get excited until the money hits the bank, because then, and even when the money hits the bank, then you're like, oh, okay, well, what do I do with it now? Let me reinvest. But hey, my brother, Impressive, said he will contact you soon in WhatsApp. He's Impressive, who has been talking to you. Thanks for another $5. Well, reach out to me. Impressive. I don't know who Impressive is. I'm guessing that's another name. I don't know who that is. Jason? Yeah, well, I mean, if you're going to reach out to me on WhatsApp, you probably have my number, so I'm waiting for that WhatsApp message. I'm not really sure. Other than that, you can shoot me an email or something. I don't know who it is. I'm guessing that's I don't know. Yeah. It's a hashtag that comes up with a lot of names. What about the repeal of net neutrality? You know what? I actually don't care a lot about the SEC issues and the net neutrality issues, just because it doesn't affect me. It's kind of a good feeling to be living in Poland for that reason. I don't care what's going on in America. Like, I still look at it, but Oh, okay. Impressive inside YouTube. Oh, he's there. Okay, cool. Let's check out your channel. Impressive. I got you, Deep Onion. There we go. So you got my email. Okay, I know who you are. You're the developer, right? Yeah, I'm all good. I was waiting on that WhatsApp message because I get a lot of messages on Telegram and WhatsApp and emails. So WhatsApp's probably the best way to reach me. And to be quite honest, I don't like Telegram. So I'm all good with that. Yeah, I'm all for talking. I will probably go to sleep in the next couple of hours. So you know, see me tomorrow. But shoot me a message. Shoot me a message, and then we'll chat. Net neutrality. How do we ever make it on the net before it was passed in 2014? Yeah, talk to Kim.com about that. All right, guys. I guess that's that. My name is Mike or Kubera. Chill. Thanks for coming in here. And a small recap of what we talked about. I don't know. It's just a lot of things. But my opinions on Bitcoin is going to be just fine. If you're freaking out, look at me. I lost a fair amount of money, but I'm still doing okay because I understand that I'm not invested in the next 3 months. I'm invested in the next year, the next 5 years. And I also have a low-risk business funding a high-risk business. So if you don't have a low-risk business, first get a job or make your own job. Come up with a solution to whatever big problem you see out there in the world. Make a name for yourself. Not saying that I do, but I'm having a start here. So anything's better than your current situation, and I would recommend moving to a cheaper place where it has faster internet. That definitely does help. So, Mr. Ninja Boy, you're a nice stream, mate. Kudos. Cheers, man. Birdman, put some respect on it. Hi, Daddy. Hi. You will always be the best YouTuber. Thanks. In my opinion, I'm not good at YouTube, but whatever. I just do it as a hobby. So, all right, kids and ladies and gentlemen, I wonder if there's any 13-year-old kids watching me that have made some money with crypto. Probably. That's another cool thing. It's kind of like Forex, where the markets never sleep, right? And you're able to invest at whatever age you want. You don't have to go through, oh no, I have to go through a parent account like with stocks. I love crypto. I invest in the technology, not in speculation. See ya. Cheers.